welcome to yet another exciting episode of Digital Dorado with Credexo. My name is Ejiro Oyitso, and today we're going to be talking about the sales and marketing module in D365 Finance and Operations. Dynamics 365 has a module called Sales and Marketing, which basically helps you meet customer needs, engage more effectively with customers, and win more deals. So basically, with this tool, what you're able to do is build great relationships that can turn into great revenue. The typical process starts from the basics of creating a prospect in D365 FNO. And then what happens is that prospect can then be either converted into a customer or a vendor. So, for instance, if a customer is expressing interest in your product line in your organization, you can treat that customer like a prospect. And on the flip side, if you're interested in procuring materials from a vendor, you can convert that prospect into a vendor and do business with them. With me today, I'm privileged to be joined with my dear colleague, Shariq Mohammed, who's going to be doing a walkthrough of the process of a prospect creation and a conversion to a customer. Shariq, it's really nice to have you here with me.
Hey Jiro, thanks for having me here.
Okay. Uh,
So, yeah,
yeah. So thanks, Shariq, for joining us. So, Shariq, let's say my organization, we've been engaged with phone calls with this prospect. We've had various meetings with them. We've done sent emails, Teams calls, and now I'm interested in doing business. I want to make it official with this prospect. How
yes.
do I create a prospect in FNO? Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So, it is a very easy process. Maybe you will need a few steps to create a prospect in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation. So, what you need is you need to go to uh, the Finance and Operation portal. Okay, so as currently you are seeing on my screen, this is Finance and Operations portal. So you need to click on this module button, and there you will find sales and marketing module. So when you go to the sales and marketing module, you will have a section for relationships. So you need to go to relationships, and under prospects, click on all prospects. So here you can create your prospect which you are engaged with through a phone call or an email. And so here you will see all your prospects. So currently I don't have any prospect here in the system. That's why it's not showing anything. So we'll create a new one. Uh, so to create a new one, you need to click on this new button here. And here it will pop up a form
Okay.
to create a new prospect.
Okay.
Okay.
Shariq, I have a question. So
Yes.
in the prospect field, I see W0006. Is that a unique number sequence that's been set up for this prospect creation?
Yes, it's a unique number. Every time you create a new prospect, you will get a new number. So this is coming from the number sequence which we have configured for the prospect.
Okay.
So every time you create a new prospect, you will see a unique prospect number for this.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And here you will provide the name of the prospect. But before that, let me explain the type here. Okay. So in the type, you will see two options here. One is person and another one is organization. So if you are engaged with an organization directly, so you can create an organization prospect here. But if you are engaged with an individual person, so you can create the prospect for an individual person also.
Okay.
So I think you have an organization, right, for the prospect today.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Lagos
So,
LLC.
okay, so let me select organization here, and let me put the name Lagos LLC.
Hmm.
So once you type the name here, it will also search the same name in the system, whether it is having any match or not. So we don't have any match, so just let me cancel it. Okay. And then we have the type ID. Okay. So in the type ID, we have three options here: customer, prospect, and vendor. So since we are creating a prospect here, we need to select the prospect one.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And yeah,
that's a very
uh,
important point. So I see that you have a checkbox of delete converted prospects. Check.
yes,
Yes. So,
yeah. So delete converted prospect. This checkbox, if this is checked, then it means when you are converting this prospect into a customer or into a vendor, then after converting it, this prospect record will be deleted from the system.
okay.
So it will not be here in the system once it is converted into a customer or a vendor.
Okay. That's a very important point you just raised because you don't,
Yeah,
for the benefit of our audience, you don't want to create a prospect in F&O and have it store, have that prospect also stored as a customer. Once the conversion is done, the prospect automatically gets deleted from the system
right,
with that checkbox.
right, correct. So I will select the prospect here, and then we have some other information as well that we need to provide, that like currency. If this firm is based out of US, then you can use US dollar here, and for other different countries you can select the currency based on that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And now we have delivery terms as well here. So if you click on this drop down, um, you can select any delivery term which you are going to have with this prospect. So CFR, and for example, we have cost and freight, so we can select this.
Okay. And these are this delivery term automatically gets transferred to the customer master after the conversion, correct?
Yes, correct. So whatever data you are providing here while creating the prospect, once you convert it into a customer, then all these information will be stored in the customer record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
So yeah. So the other thing is like mode of delivery. So by which mode you are delivering the goods to the customer. So for example, it is air. So you can select the air. Okay. And you can provide the address also here. So the country is USA. Let me put the postal code also. Okay, and let me provide the street number. Okay, so the city is Houston. You can click on this drop down, and also you can search. So we have Houston, Texas. So I'll select this one. And once you select the Houston city, this state will be automatically populated here.
Okay.
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 And you can provide some phone number here, like
And Shariq, in regards to the contact information, once I do the
mm,
conversion to a customer, on the customer master, can I add more contacts?
yes, we can add more contacts over there.
Okay.
So once we convert this prospect into a customer, then I'll walk you through that process as well.
Okay.
So if you have any email, you can provide it, like support at legos.com. I think I have a typo here. Okay. Okay, so you can click on save here,
Okay.
and it will take few seconds to generate this prospect.
Okay. So it's a pretty quick process,
Yeah, yeah,
the
right,
details and they do the conversion and it's all set.
right, right.
Okay.
So once it is done, if you can see, this is having all this information which we have provided, like name or search name, type ID is prospect. You can also edit the number of employees over there and organization number. And to your question earlier that you were asking, like, can we add multiple information, multiple addresses and contact? Yes, we can do. So
Okay.
if you see under the addresses, there is a add button here.
Okay.
So if you click on this add button, you can add other business address as well here. So suppose if they have another branch in any other city, right? So you can easily add it here.
Okay.
Same for the contact information. So you see we have provided earlier two contact information. One is phone and the another one is email address. So if you have more information, you just need to click on this add button, and here you will give a description, and under the type you can select any type, like if it is a phone number you can select phone, email address, URL, fax, or Facebook account, Twitter account. They have like social media channels, so you can also provide it here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now we will see how we can convert this um, prospect into a customer. So uh, if you see here under the miscellaneous details, there is a customer group over here. Okay, so we need to select the customer group first before converting it to a customer.
Okay. And
Okay,
what is the
so
customer group?
the customer group is basically for categorizing the customers. Like
Okay.
if it is a domestic customer, you can select the domestic one.
Okay.
If it is a foreign one, so you can select the foreign.
Okay.
So based on the classification, you can select any customer group.
Okay.
Okay, so you for here I'm selecting as domestic customer group, and same goes for the vendor. Like if you want to convert this to a vendor, then you need to have the vendor group selected here.
Okay.
Okay, so now I will go on the sorry on the sales on the general action pane.
Mm-hmm.
You will see a convert section. Okay, so here you have an option for convert to customer and convert to vendor. Okay,
Okay.
so now I'll click on the convert to customer here, and it will just give a pop up like, are you sure that you want to convert the prospect to a customer? Yes, definitely. So I'll click on yes. So now it is getting converted into a customer.
Okay. So there we have it. We're at the
Yeah,
customer master.
right. So all those information that we provided during the prospect creation, it is already here.
Okay.
Okay.
So now with this customer, I can create a sales quotation for this customer. I can create a sales order for this customer.
Yes, anything you want to do with this, I mean, you can start um exploring your business with this customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shariq. So can you help our audience understand what we're going to be going through on the next series, next episode?
In the next episode, we'll see like if you don't have any prospect, like if you want to directly create a customer, right, from scratch, so you can simply create the customer directly in finance and operation.
Okay.
And also we'll see how to create a sales quotation,
Okay.
and how to convert that sales quotation into a sales order.
Yeah.
So that we'll see in the next video of this series.
Okay. Well, thanks to Shariq for that demonstration of how to convert a prospect to a customer. And like you said, on the next episode, we're going to be going into detail or the end-to-end of the sales portion of this in terms of creating a sales code and also raising creating a sales order. My name is Ejiro, and until next time, uh, see you soon. Stay safe and see you soon on our next episode. Bye
Thank
for
you
now.
so much.